I won't stop hustling.
Grinders and grindettes, what's happening? This you got a black abstract. You're locked on once again, and I appreciate you for it. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. So we got to talk about Nardo Wick. If you don't know who Nardo Wick is like an up-and-coming rapper. I'm not sure exactly where he's from. I know he had one of the hottest songs out this year, Who Won't Smoke With Me, featuring Lil Durk, 21 Savage, and G Herbo. Who had the best verse? That's up for grabs. A lot of people say Herbo walked on that bitch. A lot of motherfuckers say Durk. But it's up to you to really decide. But anyway, he was on the Big Facts podcast with Big Bank Black, I believe his name is, or Big Black, and DJ Scream, and I forget the female. I forget her name. That's on the podcast. But he was asked a question, and this is what he said. Let's take a look.
Yeah, for real. Like, if you don't want to do no, you feel me, I'll do it. Like, I was just looking at it like, I go rob a nigga and get like this much. Why would I go to work for a week? You feel me? Yeah, for real.
Yeah. But some niggas ain't good robbers, so they, gotta stick to the 9 to 5.
They might be better at working a job than robbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
Nah, I mean,
but you gotta think, yeah, for real. Like, if I go do this to somebody and get $7,000, $5,000
in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, less than that. Fuck, I'm gonna do go to work for 2 weeks.
$200 for a week.
2 weeks to make $500.
But
hell no.
But how much? I feel you.
Man, that shit was hilarious, man. And it was funny for the simple fact how serious he was talking about it. Like, he was dead ass serious. Like, it wasn't no smile on his face. He was serious. Like, man, like, for real. Like, why? And hey, I can't say that I don't feel him, because once upon a time I did stuff for quick money. You know what I'm saying? Even up until everybody got, everybody done did something. I'm not gonna say everybody, but if you from the streets, you done did stuff to get quick money. You know what I'm saying? Robbing was never my thing, but I've sold things. I sold anything you could think of, and I continue to sell things. It's just legitimized now. But anyway, I understand where he's from, because he's young. He's a young cat. And listen, I told you, if you've been following my channel, you know that I got a younger brother who's 18, who's currently incarcerated right now. Free my brother Kars, by the way, who thought he had the results when he didn't have to. Listen, I sacrificed, pretty much turned my whole life around, because I knew I was getting custody of him, and I was just trying to lead by example. You know what I'm saying? And these kids, you got to realize, man, a lot of parents out there, if your kids done turn to the streets and you wondering why, and it ain't you. It's just the natural order of things. It's natural curiosity. If they jump off that porch and decide they want to jump off that porch, it's just an infatuation. It was the same infatuation I had with it. You know what I'm saying? But my circumstances was a lot different than his. You know what I'm saying? My mom worked one job, and then she had 2 more kids. She had him, and then I got another middle brother. So they kind of got the treatment after a while, and then I was kind of forced to just be head of the household. So I had to do stuff in order just to not only to help her out, but to so I could get fly, so I could get my shit off, because I had to wear my girl cousin's hammy. She used to have every sneaker in the book, and she'd wear it from 2 weeks and be done with it, because she'd get a new pair. So I used to wear her hand-me-down sneakers, you know what I'm saying? Because she was a girl, and her size was the same as mine. And you couldn't even, you know what I'm saying? So she'd get a pair of Grant Hills or something, wearing for 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, let me get them joints. You know what I'm saying? So shout out my cousin. She not going to be named. But anyway, the point I was trying to make is these kids, this is what they feel they got a result to, or this is what they got to feel. This is what they feel it's easier from. It's no hard work involved in it. You know, if I tell an 18-year-old right now that he could get a job working where I worked at, before I decided to do what I was doing full time and I got my own business, I was road striper, and I know 18-year-old white kids that work there who making excellent money, getting paid $60 an hour. But it is physical, and you got to be away from home. But in the scheme of things, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy work. But they not trying to hear that. They want that money there. Now they like $60 an hour. That's cool, but I can make that if I get a decent enough lick. I could get that immediately. But what they not hearing or what they don't understand is that it's a risk that you could get caught. It's a risk that the person you robbing might have a pistol on them and you get your shit blown out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sound good, but it's risk to this. I done know situations that my brother been in. He tried to pull a fast one and almost cost him his life, or something his man did, and then he didn't have a mask on, and then they getting shot at, and his man winded up getting shot in the leg, and he called me crying like, yo, I just seen my friend get his leg almost blown off. And it just make you rethink and reevaluate stuff. So, yeah, quick money, it comes with a consequence. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look where my brother at now. Ultimately, everything comes back to hunt you. He was on the news for a ring of, like, in a car ring or something like that. He got caught like 7 times in a stolen car or some shit. That's another thing. Like, these young dudes, if you're gonna do something, and I urge you to just find a legitimate way, because there's so many ways young people can make money legitimately now. You got YouTube, you got TikTok, you got it's endless ways and endless avenues that you can make money if you just try it. Like, and it's, if you don't want to work or you don't want to do something, the easiest thing you can sit here and do is do this. Look at what's the cat that do the reactions? Zias, and I forgot his man that rap with him. Look at them, dude. Millions of subscribers. Look at Tyrone Magnus. He another black YouTuber. I've been following him since like 2015 or something, and he got millions of subscribers. And he's sitting in front of his camera. He a little older, but he's sitting in front of the camera. But like, you got Zias, you got what's the one, the younger cat, light-skinned kid. He popular, super popular. I forget his name, but he's another YouTuber, and that's what I got all this for initially. I started YouTubing to motivate my kids to YouTube. I got a daughter that's 15. And my brother, but they didn't even want to do that. And I remember my stepdaughter used to always say, hey, I want to be a YouTuber. I'm going to do song covers. And she want to sit in her room all day and be on the phone or just not doing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, y'all got to get a work ethic now. It's not going to come. Right now, you living good. You feel like you ain't got to do nothing, but you're going to have to figure something out. I'm like, yo, why don't you start your own t-shirt line? If you look behind, I got a t-shirt press. He didn't want to learn how to do that. I'm like, yo, you just don't want to learn how to do nothing. But he tells me when he's in jail now, when we talk every day, man, I wish I would have do this. Or when I get out, I'm doing this. Man, you was trying to tell me. Right now, I put up, my basement is half furnished. Like, it's fully furnished down. So, like, I got a YouTube station here. I got t-shirt press, hat press, stand by side right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. I got all my vinyl. Right next to me is my cutter for the vinyl. Over here, I got a full studio. I got a TV right here. You can play games or if you're chilling, but I got a full recording studio here. You guys can't see it, but dude, when you hear the music that I've been making, you can like, what? Top notch shit. Like, seriously. Like, I got Mac, I got the Neumann 103. I got top of the line everything. Everything you need to try to make you some money or have an outlet to do something else. And these kids nowadays just don't. I don't know if this is social media era where they see all these rappers doing everything and they think like, oh, okay, yeah, I could get that too. I'm going to just try to take it from somebody that got it already, or, you know what I'm saying? If I want to get the money, I'm going to just take somebody else's money. But they don't talk about the consequences of doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times these kids, they don't have to do this. Like, they don't have to. A lot of kids that I know that jumped off the porch and wanted to be in the streets had like 2-parent households, and it baffled me. It's like, yo, you got your mom and your pops. You doing all right. You remember them new houses they used to make in the hood? Like, it was the regular house in the hood. Then they start building those new houses, and they was decent looking. Looking back at them now, they kind of like, okay, they wasn't really all that. But for that, like back then, they was like, oh, you got a brand new house? Man, y'all got money. Not knowing it was like subsidized or however they got it. You know what I'm saying? It was like something for black people to become homeowners, but you was still in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Right now it was good because if you got those homes, those neighborhoods are gentrified now. Like my old hood is kind of gentrified, so if you did get a home back then, it was, I guess it's good now because it's my hood was kind of like where downtown is, so it's like the hospital area, so it's all like it's becoming super gentrified over there. But point I'm just trying to make is I relate to where he comes from, but I just want to tell kids or whoever listening is just consequences when you do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you rob somebody, you have to worry about, first of all, if they going, it's retaliation. If they might find you. I don't know, like my brother and them was into taking cars. That's what they was into. They took somebody's car one day, and it's crazy because they took a guy that white dude I work with, his friend's car. And this white boy was known for selling mad weed around area around here, like in popular in Buffalo. They wind up taking his car. I think he left the keys in it. And white people, stop leaving your keys in your car. He left the keys and they took it. But what they didn't know is the new pickup trucks had like a built-in GPS. So he was actually following them and called the police at the same time. They pulled over going to the store. They come out the store. Police got two of them. My brother was in the store. He wound up just going out the store and walking down the street. He scathed away. But that's another thing. Like, say the white boy didn't call the cops, and he decided to just, put a hole in one of them little niggas, man. You got to think about that shit, man. I'm telling you, like, it's a bunch of people, bunch of kids I know that done got bodied, shot, also for trying to rob people or getting caught in the process of robbing somebody, man. So I don't know. You got to think about it, man. Is the risk really worth the reward sometimes? It's up to you. I'm not here to preach to nobody. I'm just tell you somebody that live this shit for real, who got a brother that's going through the shit, legal system, because he doing all this robbing and stuff. He ain't stacking no bread. Who you think paying for his lawyers? Who putting money on his books? You think any of his friends putting money on his books? No. You think any of his friends sending him money for commissary or putting money on the phone? No, I am. The person who's telling them not to do this shit. So just think about that shit before you do it. Think about your loved ones, and if the risk is really worth the reward. And especially if you got somebody, an older person in your corner that's telling you to do the right thing, that been lived it, and then not only telling you to do the right thing, they showing you another way you can do it or have an alternative for you to do it. Like, listen, I want you to make YouTube videos, and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that, man. I can't do that, man. And I remember I started doing it. He was like, man, you got to be yourself. Why you? I'm like, I'm being myself, but I'm not going to be on here like, yo, what's good? Like, I'm talking, hey, what's going on, granny? Like, I don't know. But anyway, put your comments below. Let me know what you think about this. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Peace.